Whoa, what the motherfuck? Who's this motherfucker? It's cool. Life is like that sometimes. It's full of mysteries. You'll be doing one thing, then something else hits you just like that, and you roll with it. That's what you do when life hands you lemons. You sure as fuck don't make lemonade, because who the fuck knows where that fucking shit comes from? It's squeezed out of miracles is where. So what's this motherfucker's name? Enter name. Your name is Gamzee Makara. You get pretty excited by clowns of a grim persuasion which may or may not be in full possession of their mental faculties. You belong to a rather obscure cult which foretells of a band of rowdy and capricious minstrels which will rise one day on a mythical paradise planet that does not exist yet. The beliefs of this cult are somewhat frowned upon by those dwelling in more common lawn rings, but you don't care. You gotta be going with what feels right at where your heart's up in, you know? You like to practice on your one-wheel device, which you are god-awful at because your feet do not reach the pedals. You enjoy a fine beverage and like to do a little baking sometimes. You've got all these horns all over the place, and sometimes you step on them and scare the shit out of yourself. You like to chat a lot with your pal Carcat, who is usually pretty cranky, but he is your best friend. You have a lot of other great friends who you also like a lot. Your troll tag is terminally capricious, and you speak in a manner that is just a little bit whimsical. What will you do? Capture log bottle of Fago. You snag a bottle of Fago. To consume the beverage is what your fellow devotees refer to as kicking the wicked elixir. It is capsulogged through your miracle modus. You have absolutely no idea how this thing works, and you don't want to know. Capsulog computer. You take your husk top. Sometimes you just like to pick stuff up and watch the colors. It's so beautiful. Life is beautiful. Ride one-wheel device. You decide to give this diabolical contraption another shot. Maybe one of these days you will get one more suited to your proportions. For now, this is all you have to work with. You just have to figure out how to stay on the thing without flying off the handle. You do some sort of acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and into a big pile of horns. Sample delicious pie cooling on the counter. It is still piping hot, but you can't help yourself. You sneak a taste of the sopor slime pie. You aren't supposed to eat that slime. It does funny things to a troll's head. But you were never taught that on account of a lousy upbringing. Your custodian was always out to sea. That is where he is now. Maybe you'll go outside and see if you can spot him. Take a juggling club. You grab a juggling club. You'll need it if you are going to go out. It is dangerous to leave unarmed. Go outside. You leave your hive and head out to the beach. There's no sign of your custodian. You should not stay out here very long. The sea dwellers are quite hostile. Someone is bugging you. This is exciting. You're always down for shooting the wicked shit with anyone who will put up with you. Now, if only you could figure out how to get your husk top out of this stupid thing. It'll be a miracle if you can manage. Retrieve husk top. You say a short prayer to your beloved mirthful messiahs and splash a pinch of special stardust in your face. Your Silodex launches your beverage far, far into the ocean. You wonder if you can just sort of reach over and answer troll. Hey, Gamzees, you want to play some gamezies with me? Hey, yeah, that fucking sounds like the motherfucking shit's bitch tits. It sure is hard to ignore the weird things you say sometimes, but I'm gonna. The only reason I'm asking you is because your name is like game, and no other reason. Get it? Well, I heard of worse fucking reasons to be getting all about to do something. No, that should bother you, that reason. Why don't things like that bother you? No wonder Vantus can't stand you. But who cares about him? We're going to have some motherfucking shitty bitches playing together. Or whatever you said. So, is this the game I've heard about? The big mystery? Yeah. Whoa, okay, this is going to be fucking insane. But can we play a little later? I'm outside keeping an eye out here for this old goat. You know how it is with family. No, not really. Derp. Oh, yeah. Durr. Way to go. How does that stupid bottled syrup of yours taste with your hoof so far up your mouth? Sorry. Anyway, I'll go inside in a while. Why don't you get Carcat to fire up that motherfucker with you? He likes games. Oh, no. God, can you imagine all the bitching and moaning? I used to try to play stuff with him, but wow, did I learn my lesson. All right. Well, I'll try to get in and get up on my chill real soon and we can play. Just give me a minute. Bullshit. You know you're just going to sit there on the beach and space out and lose track of time. Hello? Gams? What? Oh man, sorry. I spaced out. Did you know how beautiful the sound of the ocean is? Have you ever even seen the ocean? Or smelled it? Sorry. Carcat. Get some programming done. Finally, some peace and quiet. Now you can bear down on your coding. This will surely last all evening without interruption. You reopen one of your ATH projects you started recently. You are still horsing around with the conditions for terminating the loops. What many ATH coders do is import finite constructs and bind the loops to their lifespan. For instance, the main loop here will terminate on the death of the universe labeled you. That way you only have to wait billions of years for it to end instead of forever. You have bound a subloop to the lifespan of the code's author, which is you. Any routine at the end will execute when you die. You figure this might be handy for coding something to release a final will and testament, or maybe a doomsday virus. You spend a lot of time thinking of ways to make the perfect doomsday virus. Conveniently absent from ATH's extensive import library are entities with short lifespans, like a rapidly decaying particle that only lasts a microsecond sure would be handy, or even a fruit fly or something. But no, coding with this language is all about finding ways to trick it into doing what you want. Your hacker buddy is obviously good at it. He sent you some files which you still don't understand, but you're not going to admit that. He is even better at making viruses than you, which really gets stuck in your nook. Check out one of his files. This code, when executed, immediately causes the user's computer to explode and places a curse on the user forever, along with everyone he knows and everyone he'll ever meet. Not surprisingly, later on you would run this code in a fit of stupidity. You don't know how he does stuff like this. What does this even mean? It's nonsense. Is it even syntactically viable? Are you allowed to color text like that? Maybe you should ask him about it sometime. Oh, speak of the devil. Here he is bugging you about something. Time to put on your game face and pretend you don't think very highly of his abilities. Answer troll. KK, don't flip your shit about this, but I'm setting you up to play a game with some people. Why would I flip my shit about that? Because you flip your shit about everything. Well, will you look at this? Here is my shit, and yet it remains unflipped, just sitting there on the skillet getting burned on one side. It's a miracle. Oh no, are you into miracles now too? Because if you are fired preemptively from the game. Fuck no. Okay, nice. Miracles are like poop stains on God's underwear. Making fun of people's religions is the best thing to do. That's why he hides them. They're fucking embarrassing. God launders in mysterious ways. Right on. But let's shut our mouths a second and talk about this game. It'll only be a second, really. You don't have to do too much. Okay, good, because I'm pretty busy tonight. What is this thing anyway? Why all the secrecy? Well, the short story is that it's an immersive simulation that you play with a group. The long story is that the fate of our civilization depends on us playing it. I guess the long one was shorter than the short one. Fuck. That sounds like melodramatic bullshit, but coming from you, color me unsurprised. Screw you, Vantis. This shit's more real than Kraft grub sauce. Right, okay. So you made this game? No. More like I adapted it. From what? Some crazy technology AA dug out of some ruins. Haven't you talked to her about it? Man, no, I can't talk to her. She's so spooky. I don't know why most of our friends are such psychos. Probably it's because most trolls are. If you heard what I heard every night, wow, fuck. No, let's not talk about your weird mutant brain. And don't scan mine or whatever. It's off limits, you douche. I told you like a billion times I can't do that, you nub-slurping fuckpod. Why are you two up to this secret stuff? Why haven't you told me anything about this? KK, I'm sorry, but really, it's kind of a private matter between me and her, and I'd appreciate it if that was respected. Oh, God, stop being so sensitive. It's a repugnant quality. Okay, well, how about you take your own advice? You are such a slobbering hypocrite. You're lucky I'm so fucking magnanimous and charitable, because otherwise there's no chance I'd waste my time on you. What a load of shit. This act that you actually think you're a hotshot. You know you hate yourself. Nobody hates himself more than you, idiot. Yeah, well, I hate you way more than I hate myself, and that's fucking saying something. In fact, I hate you more than I hate myself, and you hate yourself, and you hate me combined. Oh, fuck that noise and every leaking orifice it's got. You know I hate the combined product of you and myself more than you could ever begin to hate me and myself and you and yourself on your worst day, so fucking deal with it. Okay, time out for the idiot. The idiot gets a timeout and shuts up for a second. That's you. Just tell me what to do about this game. Okay, well, I'll send you a download soon. I'm setting up 2 teams, like 2 separate competing teams so that there's a better chance of at least one group winning. And also, I guess to see which one can win faster. Okay, let me guess. There's a red team and a blue team, right? Yeah, you're on the red team. I will be the leader of the blue. Okay, then I guess I could pick my teammates then? Bro, you're not the red team leader. I picked GC for that. What? Dude, I did not think you'd be interested in this. Don't act all offended. Oh, wow, now I see. Really fucking clever. Picking the blind girl to lead the team you're competing with. I knew you were a cheater, lowlife fucking scumbag with no scruples or self-esteem and were basically worthless on every level, but somehow I'm still disappointed in you. Yeah, I am such an idiot for not rewarding your bubbly personality and impeccable people skills with a leadership gig. What an inconsiderate, knuckle-sponged asshole I have been. I am a hatched leader, and you know it. I know your filthy seed flap is fluttering in the profane breeze that's shooting out your stinking meal tunnel. I do know that much. How do you get out of your cocoon in the morning knowing you're the worst thing a universe was ever responsible for? Also, it must be hard with your hands to be persistently bothering every mutated set of genitals peppering that ghastly husk you pawn off as a body. Has a female ever looked at you without at once turning skyward and erupting like a vomit volcano? Answer me that. This is so immature. I'm basically just laughing at how immature you are. Like I really give a fuck who the red leader is. You want to be the leader? Fine, talk to GC about it. I guess these conversations we have do get kind of embarrassing in retrospect. Are we not friends anymore because of stuff I said? You literally ask me that every time. Are you joking? I can't even tell anymore. It's a joke, moron! Obviously, I'm glad nobody else is privy to our conversations. Actually, why don't we make a pact to delete this one from our logs? I'm just shuddering here scrolling up and reading this. Yeah, okay. Sounds like someone downstairs is getting pretty crabby. This is not an encounter you are looking forward to. You'll probably put it off as long as you can manage.